20 Tips on Instagram Guides. Tip number 1. Come up with a concept. Find a good idea that you have the content for and your audience will love. Tip number 2. Choose your type of guide. Choose the most appropriate type of guide. Product, place, or post. Tip number 3. Choose posts. When selecting posts, make sure to use high-quality posts from reputable sources. You should be advertising your own content as well. Tip number 4. Add catchy descriptions. You have to put your own captions in a guide, so make sure that they are appropriate and relevant. Your caption should add value to the posts, not distract from them. Tip number 5. Share it to your story. You need to promote your guide, and sharing it to your story is one of the most effective ways to do this, as well as the easiest. Tip number 6. Include posts from other creators. Do not limit yourself to only using your own posts, supplement them with posts from other creators. Tip number 7. Have a catchy title. If users do not understand or do not care for a guide based on the title, they will not click on it. Tip number 8. Make sure the content is relevant to your brand. Do not try and be an expert in something random, your audience will not care. Choose topics for guides based on your current branding and successes. Tip number 9. Be creative. Guides are a very versatile medium. Do something interesting. Tip number 10. Share what you know. Topics you have already gained a reputation as being knowledgeable about are the best place to start with guides. Tip number 11. Promote your products. Promote your products and content, even if it is not the center of your guide. Making sure you include a little bit of self-promotion in there too is fantastic. Tip number 12. Track your engagement. Check your followers, likes, and shares regularly to see impacts on your engagement. Tip number 13. Try something new. Do not be afraid to shake it up. You do not have to go completely wild, but trying something new here and there, and then analyzing the results never hurt anyone. Tip number 14. Deepen your connection. Rather than surface-level content, go deeper into certain themes, supplementing your content with that of other users. Tip number 15. Develop brand authority. Guides are a great way to share information, and sharing reputable and useful information will make you come off as an authority in your area. Tip number 16. Make sure a guide is the right kind of post. There are several kinds of posts on Instagram. A guide may not be the best one. Make sure you consider this. Tip number 17. Persevere. Keep going with guides. You may not need to make them the center of your strategy, but they are a good way to supplement the rest of your content. Tip number 18. Repurpose old content. You do not have to create entirely new content. To begin with, use what you already have. Tip number 19. Utilize user-generated content. Other users love user content as it shows that brands are trustworthy and reliable. Take advantage of this and include it in your guides. Tip number 20. Keep it relevant. Do not include many posts that are irrelevant. Keep it short, sweet, and to the point.